Alright guys, for this week's Railfanning trip, I made another return back to Kennedy Road in Pine Orchard, which is on mile 35.10 on the Bala subdivision. So what do we see here today? 114, 106, 301, 105, and 111. But unfortunately, all of these trains were led by GEVO locomotives except for 105. 105 had different power today. Alright, let's get into some trains. The first train we saw was CNZ 114 that goes from Winnipeg to Toronto. Today, 113 was led by 2889 with a nice K5HL horn, and you will hear a lot of K5HLs in this video because all these trains has them. And for the DPU, it's 3809. Today, 113 has 137 intermodal cars.
temperature minus 9 feet. Total axle 380. Speed 4.
50 minutes later, along came CN Q106 that goes from Waterbanks, BC to Montreal. Today, 106 was led by 3863. For the DPU is CREX 3915. And at the rear of this train was the red braking Boxcar. And this was actually not the first time I saw 3915. I first saw it at my airport last December. It was the rear DPU on CNQ 105. Today, 106 has 179 Intermodal cars, and it was going to have a meet with a Canadian at Bloomington GO Station, which will be the next train. The next train was VL1, that goes from Toronto to Vancouver. Today, VL1 was led by 6453 with a weird-sounding horn, 6438, 6437, and 6410. And they were pulling 10 passenger cars. For some reason, that horn kinda reminds me of a K5LLA horn. It must be the cold that is causing the horns to have weird sounds. An hour and 10 minutes later, along came CN Q105 that goes from Montreal to Vancouver. Today, 105 has a DC GEVO and an ST70 M2 locomotives. And that is 2251 with an epic first-gen K5HL horn and 8872 for a rear DPU. And this was actually not the first time I saw 2251 and 8872. In fact, this is my first time seeing 2251. The first time was at HIRAIL Road last June when it was reading on M303. The second time was at Leech Road in Zephyr last June when it was reading on another M303. Then the third time was at Bloomington GO Station on Grand Opening Day when it was reading on CN Q101. And now the first time was today at Pine Orchard train. And I first saw 8872 at Queensville Side Road last March. It was reading on M303. Then I saw it unplanned at the Concession Road 9 crossing in Alternate last April. Talking about it's going much faster. 8872 is the DPU. It was DPUing on M303. I really wish that 303 still ran today. Anyways, heading back onto 5th train here. Today, Q105 has 93 Intermodal cars. I'm wondering when I'm gonna see 2251 again. Well, we will find out this year. Then I got the mile 31 defect detector for the next train.
CN Detector, ALA 3-1. No alarms. Temperature -5 C. Total axle 458. Speed 40.
The next train we saw was CN's high polarity train, and that is CN Z111, that goes from Brampton to Vancouver. Today 111 was led by 3836, 3253 for the DPU, and 3239 with the 100-year anniversary sticker for the rear DPU. Today 111 has 163 Intermodal cars. Around 45 minutes later, a CN rail truck came by here. After that happened, I got tired of waiting, so I just called it a day for Railfanning. Well, that'll be the final train of the day because I got tired of waiting. But I feel like I had a good day overall, despite seeing a lot of GEVOS. And yes, I missed 450 today with a IC unit, but it was trailing second, so it doesn't really matter. But it was still a great trip overall. I saw a lot of trains. 5 trains is not that bad either way. But anyways, that was a good trip at Kennedy Road. It's nice to get some more train action. This is my second time railfanning there. I'm glad there wasn't any problems to the crossing like last time. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to call it a day of railfanning. I really hope you enjoyed this week's railfan video. I really hope next week I will see some more different power on some other trains rather than some GEVOs. I feel like today was a GEVO trip, but hopefully next week it'll be better. So yeah, until my next main railfan video, which will be next week because I'm usually going around for weekends, I will see you guys later. Peace out, folks. Hey! Please remember to subscribe to my channel for more epic railfan videos coming soon, if you haven't already. Well, as usual, I really hope you enjoyed this epic railfan video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. And that will be it as usual.